Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Jenn Tran reacts to controversial DWTS judge Gene Simmons. Season 33 of Dancing with the Stars can't seem to escape controversy. Viewers were outraged that the show gave fake heiress Anna Delvey a platform, though she was among the first eliminations. Rock icon Gene Simmons was a guest judge on the latest episode of DWTS. In addition to his creepy comments, his scoring raised eyebrows. Jenn Tran reacts to the comments he made about her. Gene Simmons roasted for scoring and creepy comments. Kiss frontman Gene Simmons was the guest judge for Hair Metal Night on Dancing with the Stars. But instead of judging the dances on technical issues, he seemed to focus on how attractive he found the female contestants and pros. Jenn Tran's dance in particular was oddly scored, according to fans. At one point in the performance, Jenn Tran walked across the floor on her knees. Jenn Tran and Sasha Farber received 3/8 from the regular judges. Rocker Gene Simmons praised the performance, but ultimately gave them a 7. Fans took to the comments on a post from the official DWTS at Instagram to vent their frustration. Check out some of the comments. "You guys need to fix the scores from the beginning where Gene gave out random 9s, then Jenn gets a 7? It's Bulls **T, deserved 9s. What is going on?" Definitely seems like Gene's out here, voting on his * preference of good looks for the women, not based off their dancing. It's giving ick, please don't invite him back. 7 from Gene? Nah, he's on something 100%. Gene just go at this point. What was that score? She 8? Joking, that was so underscored, are you kidding? Gene gives her a 7 after calling her beautiful and praising how good it was? WFF? This dance was definitely worth 9s. Gene giving her a 7 but Brooks a 10 is so-so. Scores were so far off. Why did you have Gene be a judge? Such a joke. Jenn Tran reacts to controversial DWTS judge. Jenn Tran and pro Sasha Farber performed a paso doble to the hair metal hit song, The Final Countdown by Europe. After their dance, Gene Simmons remarked that they were a steamy couple. The two have sparked dating rumors in the last few weeks. The DWTS partners spoke to Us Weekly after their performance. When asked about Gene Simmons, they both had nothing but nice things to say. Sasha said, "If you think icon, which icon would you think is bigger than Gene Simmons?" No one. So to have him say that, I'll take anything he says. Jenn Tran agreed and said she doesn't listen to hair metal, but knew who Gene Simmons was because that's just how amazing he is. Jenn Tran, known for her lively commentary and engaging personality, found herself in the spotlight when she took to social media to express her thoughts on the recent controversy surrounding Dancing with the Stars, DWTS, and its new unlikely judge, rock icon Gene Simmons. The controversial decision to place Simmons, a member of the legendary band Kiss, on the judging panel of a show celebrated for ballroom precision and elegance was enough to spark conversations across the entertainment world. But Jenn Tran's reaction added fuel to the fire, blending humor, sharp critique, and a bit of Tran's trademark sass. Setting the stage. When the announcement of Simmons as a guest judge on DWTS first hit the headlines, the fanbase was divided. Some, particularly fans of classic rock, were thrilled by the crossover, excited to see a music legend on their favorite show. Others, including die-hard ballroom dance enthusiasts, questioned the wisdom of having someone whose background was in rock and roll rather than dance critique the delicate art form of the waltz or the technicality of the Argentine tango. Enter Jenn Tran. As a pop culture commentator, Tran has built a brand around being both relatable and unapologetically honest. Her YouTube channel, which features reaction videos and reviews of the latest reality TV episodes, is a go-to source for fans looking for someone who says what they're thinking. She pulls no punches, but she's always fair, mixing biting observations with her genuine passion for entertainment. The day after Simmons' debut as a judge, Jenn dropped her highly anticipated reaction video titled, "Gene Simmons Judging DWTS, I Have Thoughts." Jenn Tran's fiery reaction. From the first seconds of the video, it was clear Jenn was not holding back. Her face, usually lit up with excitement, showed visible confusion as she introduced the topic. "All right, guys," she started, leading into the camera, "I need to talk about what just happened on Dancing with the Stars. And when I say just happened, I mean, I feel like I'm living in an alternate universe." Jenn immediately pointed out the elephant in the room. "Listen, I have nothing against Gene Simmons. He's an absolute rock legend. But does a guy who spent his career stomping around in platform boots, sticking out his tongue, and spitting blood on stage really know what it takes to critique ballroom dancing? I mean, come on." Her delivery was equal parts frustration and amusement, drawing her viewers in with her raw energy. Jenn often mixes personal anecdotes into her reactions, and this time, she shared her experience of trying to learn ballroom dancing for a friend's wedding. "I can tell you firsthand," she said, "there's a world of difference between rock star moves and ballroom elegance. And believe me, I learned that the hard way when I nearly tripped over myself in a cha-cha class." Jenn's video quickly broke down the moment that sparked the most controversy: Simmons' critique of a rumba routine. "Let's talk about that rumba," she said, throwing her hands in the air. The man looked at one of the most sensual, intricate dances and said it needed more edge. More edge? What does that even mean in ballroom? Should they have added a guitar solo or pyrotechnics? She rolled her eyes, clearly baffled, as clips of Simmons' critique played in the corner of her screen. He literally said, "You need to make it more rock and roll. I mean, no, Gene. What they need to do is keep it a rumba. This isn't a Kiss concert." The comment section exploded with agreement, viewers flooding in to praise Jenn for voicing exactly what they were feeling. "I was thinking the same thing," one commenter wrote. "Why does Gene Simmons think ballroom dancing is just another stage performance?" A deeper dive. But Jenn didn't stop at surface-level jokes. She dove deeper into why Simmons' presence on the panel felt off, bringing up how DWTS has always been a celebration of not just dance, but the judges' expertise. "What I love about Dancing with the Stars," Jenn explained, "is that the judges know their stuff. Lynn Goodman, Bruno Tomioli, Carrie Ann Hinaba. They have years of experience in dance. They give real, constructive criticism. Gene Simmons telling a contestant to rock harder just doesn't cut it." Jenn also expressed empathy for the contestants, noting how tough it must be to prepare for weeks, only to have their hard work evaluated by someone without a dance background. "Imagine practicing for hours on end, perfecting your steps, mastering the technique, and then someone who's never danced a day in their life tells you to rock harder. It's gotta be frustrating." Tran's critique wasn't without its lighter moments, though. She poked fun at the absurdity of a leather-clad Simmons sitting alongside seasoned dance professionals. The man looked like he was about to break out into a guitar solo at any moment. I was half expecting fireworks to go off behind him. She also referenced Kess's infamous stage antics. "If this was a competition for sticking out your tongue and setting things on fire, sure, he'd be the perfect judge. But it's not. It's ballroom dancing, for crying out loud." Final thoughts and a call for change. As the video neared its end, Jenn Tran struck a more serious tone. "Look, I get it. DWTS is trying to shake things up, keep things fresh, bring in new viewers. But there's a way to do that without compromising the integrity of the show. Let the dancers be judged by people who actually know and respect the art form." Her final message to the producers was direct. "Please, no more rock stars judging ballroom. Next time, maybe bring in someone who's actually danced before. Just a thought." Jenn's video wrapped up with her signature sign-off, a wink to the camera, and a promise that she'd be back next week, hopefully without any more rock star judges. The reaction to Jenn's reaction, Tran's video spread quickly across social media, and her take became a talking point in its own right. Fans of DWTS, along with some who hadn't even watched the episode, praised her for voicing what many were too shy to say. Even some of Jenn's critics, who often call her reactions too harsh, admitted she made valid points this time. As for Simmons, he didn't respond to Jenn's video directly, but in a subsequent interview, he mentioned enjoying his time on the panel and hinted that he'd be open to returning. Jenn's followers, however, made it clear in her comment section they were Team Jenn all the way.